Now let's get into this story. That's all about Shannon Sharpe, because Shannon Sharpe is yet again out here in these streets being a mess. So you already heard the story about the young girl who was 19 years old at the time when she was messing with Shay Shay. And now I believe she's like 22. She's filed a lawsuit, $50 million lawsuit against Shay Shay for, she's claiming that he R-worded her, that he was making her do things that she didn't feel comfortable enough doing. And now he out here being a mess. I do, just as a reminder, I do have a clip of, and then I guess he was going against it and all this other stuff, saying like she lying, it's a shakedown, so on and so forth. Then Tony Busby, who I know a lot of us, including myself, was side-eyeing because of some of the stuff that he's kind of been caught up in, particularly the Jay-Z stuff, the Diddy case, the fact that he can't even legally try any cases in New York for reasons unknown. I was side-eyeing him and the whole thing. I was like, okay, what's your end game? Like, it just feels like a cash grab, whatever case is. And I'm sure all of this is probably true. However, Shannon, you got yourself caught up in this matrix. You got yourself put in this situation. I do have that with all this coming out, he has opted to step down. Word on the street was that they were going to, if you didn't take that option, they were going to pretty much sideline him. And which makes a whole lot of sense, because when you're part of the whole Disney, under the whole Disney umbrella, they have a reputation to uphold. So they're not gonna just let you rock, because we need to have the whole case and stuff worked out. We still gonna have you working, because Disney is all about family friendly, squeaky clean, all that other stuff. So the young lady came out, and I think Tony Busby leaked some of the audio of what their conversation was. Now, I did say this girl do sound slow, which makes perfect sense, because that's what Shannon likes. Apparently, he likes these young bucks who can have control, or that he can have control over. So we got that clip. We're going to come back. And I was like, y'all shady for this. So that's why I was like, I have to play this clip for y'all. So we're going to play this, and then we're going to come back and talk. Please hold.
I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
Well, what, Gabby?
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
I might choke you in public. Big black guy chose small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did what you think you did to me.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself, because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
So now Shannon out here trying to act like that he innocent in the whole situation. But look, sir, you went and you got yourself caught up in all of this. And now you want to be like, oh, they trying to take down a black man. But you out here going after these little white girls. And not only that, but you into race play, because we saw that, I want your baby gravy. Like, what the hell is that? First of all, gravy ain't white. It's brown-ish, depending on what kind of gravy. Well, yeah, gravy is brown. So I'm like, the race play type stuff that y'all doing now, don't get me wrong, look, but that's what y'all into. That's between you and her. That's a consensual thing. Race play is a thing, apparently. I'm not into it. You not calling me no kind of crazy names in no damn bedroom while we hunching, because I'm going to smack the shit out of you. But if that's something you into, then you need to own it. And don't sit up in here and try to all of a sudden now you want to be black when it's convenient. Because then, so many of y'all be trying to do that. Tiger Woods tried to do it. O.J. Simpson went and did it when the shit hit the fan with him. Then you had Jonathan Majors recently got caught out there. That woman tried to take his ass down and pretty much destroyed his damn career. Now he done ran home to Megan Good. And of course, yet again, y'all coming embracing these ninjas with open arms while they continue to disrespect you. But I understand there's like a whole layer of reasons why these men do what they do. Because of course, when you get with these white girls, some of them, they do it for social status. Some of them do it for so you got a trophy on your arm. It ain't real love. Or the fact of the matter is that you have something called money. And these young girls don't. So you can use your money, your power, and your influence to have control over these young people who don't know no damn better, who just so excited to be in a room, to be so excited to nab themselves a Shannon Sharpe. Because who else going to put up with the shit he putting out? And then I heard him say at one point with Chad Ochocinco in an interview, because all this stuff is resurfacing, and you already know the sleuths be sleuthing. When all this stuff start coming out, people start digging up old stuff you say. And this is why, in the words of Whitney Houston and Wendy Williams, watch what you say, baby girl. That's all I'm telling you is watch what the fuck you say. Because when you do that, then all of a sudden, the chickens come home to roost, your past come back to haunt you, and your words, you may not think it's going to come back like a boomerang. But the boomerang done came back and hit you upside the head quite a few times, because at one point he was sitting up there telling Chad Ochocinco, because I think it was told similar about this whole relationship thing. He's talking about he wanna date he wanna date his wage. So you want to date people that sit in the same money bracket as you. There's plenty of people out there, especially when you hear men complaining that women are surpassing them in the marketplace or the workplace and things of that nature. I'm sure there's women that can meet you in your wage bracket. But you're not trying to date those women. Those women aren't 19 years old. Those women are not 22 and naive. You want birds like this chick. And then y'all get surprised when y'all thinking with your little dick instead of your big dick, which would be the big little head instead of the big head. And then you get mad when these girls goop you because y'all be thinking with the little one instead of the one, the muscle that matters, which is the one that's in between your damn ears. Y'all don't be thinking about stuff. So then when the stuff comes back and get you, then y'all want to gag. Then you want to come home and like, oh, they trying to take, it's a shakedown. Well, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake that wallet. Shake that wallet, because you're going to lose a lot of money, sir. And trust and believe, she's going to walk away with her coin, because you're not going to, you look bad in this situation. But speaking of things to come back and bite him in the ass, I want to play y'all this clip. Now, shout out to Monique, because remember when she went on Club Shay Shay and she gagged him? No, this is all my stuff in TikTok open. I gotta close. Remember when she went and made a comment about him dating girls that are too young and stuff? Well, yeah. So this clip also resurfaced. So in case y'all didn't hear the clip or see it, I want to give it a little reminder. So please hold.
This dating thing, because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Are you trying to say what you trying to say? Mo,
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at your.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. Damn. When they want you to go for a fourth round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks? Yeah, because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that fourth round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'd be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named Elladora, she's old school. Now, Miss Elladora told me to tell you. She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do.
I say, Miss Elladora, if he do like that, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I like
and she
red
don't
velvet.
have no teeth. Come on, pick your glass up and clack, clack. Come on now. These young gals will bite you.
Mm-hmm. Look, Mo tried to tell him, and he thought it was a comedian being a comedian. But you already know you've had 2 comedians on your show that have been soothsayers and been telling you the tea, and you ain't been listening. So one was Cat Williams, my Virgo twin, because he and I was also born on September 2nd. I got many. I should say my Virgo triplet because it's him, Keanu Reeves, and me. September 2nd is our birthday, but. Him, and then we got Monique, and she tried to tell him, and you up there, they're doing all of that, and look at you. Now look at you. In the words of Mr. Father, now look at you. Y'all know from The Color Purple when he was saying that. But anyway, or was it? It was Mister that said that to C League. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Now the latest, because I wanted to lay all out. I like to give y'all nuance. So that is another report coming out from Total Pro Sports that came out yesterday, which would be April 24th. Michelle Evans, who claimed a decade-long relationship with Shay Shay. Wait a minute, isn't that Michelle the one that he was talking about saying that that was caught up on the article remember the Instagram live when you heard the Bo Nation going on in the background, and apparently he was blowing some chick back out, and everybody thought that, oh, you trying to kill all them homosexual rumors. So is that the Michelle that we talking about? Might be. Well, she basically said, yeah, she had a relationship with him for like a decade. She filed a lawsuit in New York in 2023 alleging he SA'd her during an argument in 2010. This, unless it's another Michelle, now this follows a high-profile $50 million Nevada lawsuit filed on April 20th by a woman identified as Jane Doe, accusing Sharpe of the R-word and battery. The new report has sent shockwaves through the sports world, with fans on Twitter debating the claims. Now, Evans' suit referencing Jane Doe's Nevada filing includes Sharpe of intentional infliction of emotional distress and defamation alongside the assault claim. It's said to include allegations of SA during an argument. Now, Total Pro Sports noted, tying it to a 2010 incident, Sharpe 56 has denied all allegations in both cases, calling the Nevada suit a shakedown in an Instagram video. So we already heard what he said about the whole, I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself, because we already played that in that little AI clip, which I thought was hilarious, by the way. Kudos to the people that, y'all move quick in these spaces where y'all come up with all these little creative things, and I thought it'd be a cackle just to be up here. You know what? We ain't going to hear her dry ass phone conversation with him. We need a little AI. We need a little something extra to add to the seasoning. And I happened to come across that video, so I was like, well, let me play it for y'all. And we go, I'm not cackling at SA, but I'm just cackling at the whole animation of it all. So yeah, that's the latest on him. He said that he stepped down, which I told y'all earlier that apparently word on the curve was because he is at ESPN. ESPN is a part of Disney. And Disney is not playing with him. They gave him the opportunity to be like, you know what, we're going to let you save face. We're going to make you be like, yeah, you volunteered to step down, but no, we was going to be up in that air. You need to do something, because otherwise we're going to put a statement out there, be like, yeah, you got to step down. So we're going to let you spin it which way you like, what is the more, mainstream industry way that they spin things to make it look like it was their idea when it was the people behind the scenes idea. The execs that made the decision. And now who knows what's going to happen. This could be like, you know what, this could be the end of his career. What's going to happen with that $100 million deal, that re-up deal that he had in the works? What's going to happen with the future regarding his show with I know he does stuff with Stephen A. Smith. They do a show together. Also, what's going to happen with his show with Chad Ochocinco? That means like, Shannon, your career is done. And then Club Shay Shay Chow, we might as well say goodbye to that one. So you had all this power, all this responsibility, all this stuff that was happening, and now look at you. Your career is done. So yeah, it could be a shakedown, but as long as you men like you, Shannon Sharpe, you coon types, They keep running behind these young white girls because you thinking they young supple, they're gonna do whatever the hell you want. When you give an inch, they're gonna take a mile. And then next thing you know, y'all so caught up in that pink puss, then y'all be out here shocked and gooped and gagged when y'all get taken for a ride and they take you for your coins. So one day y'all gonna learn. But I guess, people like Shannon in the lot, y'all gotta learn the hard way. So that's the latest on that. I will definitely keep you guys abreast of this story as it develops. But in the meantime, what do you guys think of this story in regards to the latest on Shannon Sharpe? And there was also a story that came out. I don't remember if I mentioned it. I probably did, but if I didn't, I'll just mention it again. There was a story that came out about that he had choked apparently a PA, a female production assistant, while she was working on some show that he was a part of. I can't remember off the top of my head what show it was, but they said there was a thing that came out and they settled that behind the scenes. So that, I don't know. Is it the CTE, or is it just that you just got a mean streak, or you just because there's a lot of them that behind the scenes doing all this craziness. But with him playing football over the years and being one of the best, the biggest and best tight ends of all time, I would not be surprised if that CTE done messed up his brain. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.